Ladies and gentlemen, the Book Nook, and a quick update because I do like to show my work. Plus, want to show this before I get further ahead. It's pretty much all assembled. Basically, you need to put the side and the top on and glue everything down. But I'll show this before I break it again. My little female knight, I cut her sword or cut her crossbow off, put a sword down, and then I made a with a styrene rod, a long broadsword type handle, and probably put a pommel on their end. And I went ahead and cleaned up a few little areas. It's basically hard. I want to say green army man plastic would be the best way to explain it. It's sands cuts and it's smooth, but got it all cleaned up and she's ready for paint. So I'm probably going to shoot her in primer and let her sit so I can start painting. We'll paint her. We'll paint her last, but I want to get her. Got to get out of the neon green here and get a decent color going. The Book Nook. Hopefully, it don't fall apart. One thing you get a little bracket back here that fits, and it ain't glued in, but it actually fits the holds the battery pack for the light, which is I think I mentioned it last time. It is a plug and play. You just plug the battery into the light. Two AAA's, and they come on. And very simple, very nice. I don't know if the Book Nook kit, yeah, if you took this out, would it drop the price down a little bit more? Because they're about $50, depending on which brand. It's like the same kit, but like 4 different people make it, and it's identical. But anyway, another topic for another day on the price. But anyway, the main section goes in. The little bracket goes here. Then you fit the, and I got to make sure I get it down far enough. Basically about like so you can really get the battery cover in, and then the top will go on something like that, and it's got a little door so you can open up and get the change the battery if you need to. So with that being said, and it's actually, man, it's pretty cool. It's assembled. Do like the wood, but it needs to be painted, basically doing a shadow box, if you will. So now we're down to the I'm going to change it, and because it's supposed to have, if I can see if there's a good enough picture, probably not. Anyway, if you can see it right through here, you are supposed to get a table and like a spell book. Well, I don't like the spell book. It fits together pretty good. You can see the different, I won't say spells, but it just looks cheap. Might be cool, if it was stuck in behind something, but that's like the center point in the middle of the Book Nook, but I'm going to have the figure blocking it, so it needs something, like a sword in the stone. I was thinking something like that. I thought about using the table and putting, I don't know, some science fiction something on there just to bridge the gap between night and science fiction, kind of like Warhammer in a way, because that's pretty much what them kits are kind of based off of, I think, but that's just me. So I got to figure out what I want to do on and why I keep looking is the internet's been screwy, and the internet trucks are all out in the neighborhood, so I don't know what they're doing. But anyway, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I want to use the table because it's basically, a straight, I could put a object, I got anything handy. Well, let's do this. I could put a pin right there in the middle and have something suspended, like it's like a ghost or something. I was thinking something like that. Or, like the knight, go looking like a, I won't say a sorceress type, seeing a apparition. But anyway, I'm thinking on that, so we got to do a little thinking. And while I do that, I'm going to probably primer it all, make sure I get everything, and then I'm going to start making the steps a little pebbly, give a little detail and add some. And plus, I need to make sure I sanded everything, because you can't really see it with the the wood grain. I mean, it looks cool, but you may not see it. And to top it all off, you get a backdrop, and it fits all the way around like that, which is pretty cool. But there's one problem with it, and I haven't quite figured out how I want to do it. Is when you get it in the box here, it needs to be flush up against the wall. But if you got to get the other box side on, like so, I think it's not going to be flush. It's going to be kind of hanging. And I got to figure out how I want to do that. Or I was thinking, that's all right. I mean, it's kind of cool, for the Mystic everything. I was thinking something, and I just printed a test. I'll have to make it bigger. But I was thinking like a cosmic background. And I'd print it bigger, but this will give a general idea. Something like that, where you can see it on the inside. And then I was thinking whacking it off on the edge here, because you don't have an edge on here. And I was thinking maybe put a mirror on both sides, that way it'll look reflected and make it look bigger. Or I thought about doing like a mirror on the inside on the windows here, and do the mirror that way. Anyway, we're going to try to figure out what we want to do. So I'm in the planning phase, and I wanted to show all the assembly part before I jump ahead and get everything worked on. So anyway, that's what I got going on today, ladies and gentlemen. Book Nook's pretty much assembled. Now we're getting to the boring seam, sanding, primer, and I'll show that in the next video once we get a little further along. And my little female knight taking shape. So that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for next exciting episode.